Pleasant morning to everybody. And this is a second part of the atomic structure. I hope I am using some other headphone. If my voice is not clear, use the headphone and then listen it. I hope even I can say louder. But from that also my voice is not able to clear. Try to increase your volume. Okay, like you can make an use the headphone like some other thing. Okay, I hope you will because this second port is the basic of the atomic structure. Okay, actually we are going to discuss the atomic structure here only. We are going to discuss the atomic structure, like what is your body is made up of, what is your body structure. You have hands, you have eyes, you have nose, you have tongue, you have teeth, you have face. Like that, what are all the things are present in the atom? That thing we are going to discuss, and I am going to discuss the atomic number, mass number, which many are got confused in that. Okay, I can discuss that also, and at last I can show you the periodic table also, so that it is very easy for you. Okay, good. Let me start the section. Okay, now எப்படி ஒரு மேட்டரில் ஆட்டம் மாலிகுல் இருக்கோ அதே மாதிரி இந்த ஆட்டம்குள்ள there are lot of subatomic particles are present. That means எப்படி ஒரு மேட்டருக்குள்ள ஆட்டம் மாலிகுல் இருக்கோ அதே மாதிரி இந்த ஆட்டம்குள்ளேயும் lot of particles are present. That particle we are calling it as the subatomic particles. Okay, let me check. Whenever any doubt you are going to arise, please check the Google. Okay, now how to check? Even I have checked the subatomic particles. There is a proton, electron, neutron, proton, muon, positron, alpha particle. Down you can see, right, there are so many subatomic particles are present. Not consider that only the proton, neutron, electron are the subatomic particles. They are not. There are many. There are so much, hundreds of the subatomic particles are there. But in that, these three are very common, very useful, and that thing they are called as proton, electron and the neutron. Now we are going to discuss only what these three things: proton, electron and the neutron. We are going to discuss it today. Okay, okay, now the atom have lot of subatomic particles. In that we are going to see the three things. First one is proton. Okay, now what is a proton? Proton will have some charges, and the proton charge is called the positive charge. Proton will have positive charge, and the electron will have negative charge, and the neutron will have no charge, which you have to remember it very carefully. What is this positive charge, negative charge again? Okay, I can going to discuss it today. I can going to discuss it. Listen, what are all the things I am going to explain you? You can search it in it. What is positive charge versus and the negative charge? Why I am going to discuss each point? By see, you have to search like this. You have to search like this. Electric charge is carried by the subatomic particles. you can see this diagram. This is the battery supply, and the positive charge will always be denoted by this positive, and the electron will have the negative. The neutron, since it is a neutral charge, now what they are going to happening, you can see this diagram very carefully. There is these two are the what ma? These two are the opposite charges. So there is some force of attraction between these two. Like they are holding together, right? And in between this, the electrons, like the protons, electron, the positive charge, negative charge. Proton have the positive charge and the electron will have the negative charge. And these opposite charges, what they will do, they will attract each other. They will attract each other. I hope you can see a lot of images like this. Even you can see it is in the field of battery. What is this north and this south? It is a magnet. The magnet will have two poles, north pole and the south pole. They both are opposite, so there is what? The opposite charges will attract each other. This point you have to remember it very carefully. Proton is having the positive charge, electron will having the negative charge. They both are opposite to each other, so there is a force of attraction between them. The unlike charges will attract each other. The like charges will repel each other. The best example is, okay, let me open a whiteboard and I can explain. Okay, there is a positive charge, there is a negative charge. Positive charge is carried by the proton and the negative charge is carried by the electron. So there is a force of attraction between them. There is a force of attraction. This thing I am going to represent in a attraction. For example, you and your friend is opposite to each other. You are holding his hands, right? There is a force of attraction between the two friends. Like the same thing, they are opposite. Positive charge and the negative charge. Like there is a magnet. When we keep the magnet, there is a two poles are present. North pole, south pole. Here south pole, north pole. When the opposite poles are come together, they will attract each other. Okay, which we have discussed, the iron fillings method. When for example, iron is a magnetic substance. When there is something in your pulses, like in your rice, what you are doing, by accident you are dropping iron into it, iron fillings. It is a minute particle which we can't able to find it. So we are keeping the magnet here. So magnet will attract the iron. It will get attached to it. The facing is opposite one. When the two magnet, when the north pole and the north pole means north pole and the north pole means they will not attract. This thing is a very important in the chemistry. The opposite charges only attract each other. The same charges means what will happen? They will not attract each other. Listen it very carefully. And this point I am going to explain it. The each and every point I am going to discuss is very important. So, proton have the positive charge, electron have the negative charge, neutron have the neutral charge. These three things. Again, ஒரு atom இருக்கு, and the atomல lot of subatomic particles are there. We are going to discuss proton, electron பற்றி பார்த்தோம். அடுத்தது நியூட்ரானை பற்றி பார்த்தோம். புரோட்டானுக்கு பாசிட்டிவ் சார்ஜ், எலக்ட்ரானுக்கு நெகட்டிவ் சார்ஜ், நியூட்ரானுக்கு நியூட்ரல் சார்ஜ். சின்ஸ் தே போத் ஆர் ஆப்போசிட் சார்ஜஸ், தே வில் அட்ராக்ட் ஈச் அதர். இந்த அளவுக்கு தெரிஞ்சால் you will be a master in the chemistry. Okay, now how you can find how many protons are there, how you can find how many electrons are there, how you can find how many neutrons are there. For that the numbers have been introduced. Okay va, that numbers, the main two numbers are important. The first number is called atomic number. Okay va, what is mean by an atomic number? Atomic number gives the number of protons only. Okay va, the atomic number gives only the number of protons and it is represented by the symbol Z. It is like a symbol. For example, hydrogen உடைய symbol hydrogen H அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம் இல்லையா, அதே மாதிரி இந்த atomic number represent பண்ற symbol Z. It will give only the number of what? Number of protons. Only. அதுதான் ரொம்ப important. Only, not electrons. Okay, only protons, and the number is denoted by the symbol Z. What is the mass number? Then we are going to discuss about the mass number. Okay va, this mass number gives the total number of protons plus neutrons. They will combine, they will give the combined. After watching this video, please watch that FIT simulation. In that FIT simulation, how to calculate the net charge, how to calculate the mass number, I have discussed it. After watch this video, again watch that video and play that game. It is very useful for. Okay ba, so that only I am giving you the lot of laboratory, the game like thing for you everybody. Okay ba, now there is a element. Since the element is made up of same kind of atoms, we call X as an element. Any element, I can give you the example. In the element downside, you have to write the Z. Always the atomic number will be given downside, and the above we can represent the mass number, and the mass number symbol is A. A is called mass number. Z is called atomic number. Don't get confused. And X is the element. Okay va, let me give an example for this. Okay, I always take the example sodium 1123. Na is the element of sodium. Inside the element there is only one atom present, and that is what? Sodium. So sodium, Na represents sodium. I think you will understand. This 11 represents the atomic number. Okay, and this 23 represents the mass number. Don't get confused. Below the number is always atomic number, above the number is called the mass number, and in between it we are going to represent that particular element. Okay, well now this 11 is called the atomic number. I already told you what is an atomic number. Atomic number gives the number of protons. So there are 11 protons present. Okay va, very simple. Na 1123. Okay va, to find the protons, please write below number. Inside the sodium 11 protons are there. Why? How? Why? எப்படி நான் அதை சொல்றேன்? Because 11 is called the atomic number, and the atomic number gives the number of protons. So 11 is the atomic number, so 11 protons are there. If 12 is the atomic number, then 12 protons are there. If 100 is an atomic number, then 100 protons are there. Like that. Okay, so here 11 protons are there. And to calculate the neutrons, I can give you a trick. To calculate the neutrons, what you have to do, right? You have to subtract the mass number from the atomic. That's it. You have to subtract these two, then you can find the neutrons. Okay, very easy, right? Very easy. So 23 minus 11 gives 12. So 12 neutrons are present. I hope you will understand it. I think it is a very easy concept. Let me give so many examples like oxygen 8 16. So 8 protons are there. 16 minus 8, 8, right? So 8 neutrons are there. Very easy, right? You have to subtract above number from the below number. Mass number from the atomic number gives the number of neutrons, not the electrons. I can give you how to find the electrons. Okay, let me give some other example like magnesium 12 24. This 12 represent the protons. We have to subtract these two. 24 minus 12 gives again 12. So 12 neutrons are there. You know, right? 24 minus 12 is 12 only. So 12 neutrons are there. I can give you another one example like neon 10 20. This 10 is the proton, 20 is the mass number. You have to subtract these two. 20 minus 10 gives 10. So 10 neutrons are there. 10 protons are there. So inside the neon, 10 protons and 10 neutrons are there. Again, I can give you a lot of it. So once I give you a lot of example, you can look at it. Aluminium 1327. 13 is the atomic number. Atomic number gives a number of protons. So 13 protons are there, and 27 minus 13 what will give? 27 minus 13 we give 14. So 14 neutrons are there. Just subtract above from the below. I hope you will understand it very carefully. Now I can show some table for you. Okay, I can show some table for you. This table is called the periodic table. Okay, above you can see this table is called the periodic table of elements. Inside the earth, the scientists have discovered almost 118 elements. Elements is nothing but an atom. Inside element is made up of atom only, right? Like H2. H2, when we break it, both as hydrogen. So H can be also called as an element. Now see how this periodic table are arranged. There is some in the mathematics like 1 to 100 there is some number. After the 1 we get 2. After the 2 we get 3. After the 3 we get only 4. We will not get 1 2 3 4 இந்த சொல்லுவோம். ஒன்றுக்கு அப்புறம் டைரெக்டாக 4 சொல்ல மாட்டோம். அதே மாதிரி ஒரு பீரியாடிக் டேபிளில் இது வரைக்கும் எத்தனை எலமெண்ட்ஸ்லாம் கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்காங்களோ அதை அவங்க ஒரு வரிசையாக like some orders they have been arranged, and that order these two numbers are very important. The atomic number and the mass number is very important. You can see you can see, right? You can see, right? Hydrogen, I can able to subtract. இந்த ஹைட்ரஜனுக்கு மேலே ஒரு நம்பர் இருக்கா? Above the hydrogen, the 1 is present, and that 1 represents the atomic number. Atomic number will only in the numbers like 1 2 3. It will, there is no decimal point have been used. below this hydrogen some number is called, right, 1.008. It is called the mass number. So how to represent this element according to me? H11. This one represent the atomic number, this one represent the mass number. இப்படி தான் ஒரு எலமெண்ட்டை நம்ம இண்டிவிஜுவலாக பண்ணணும். Okay, don't get confused. And you can see it, right? Now H above is atomic number, below is the mass number. You can see it, right? In the same row, now there is a helium. Above the helium, the 2 is there. So from the 1, the second number got 2 in the same row. Okay, below the 2 there is a 4. So above, in the periodic table, according to the periodic table, how they are arranged in the increasing order of their atomic number. அப்படின்னா என்னது? இப்போ ஹைட்ரஜன் இருக்குன்னா ஹைட்ரஜன் தான் ஃபஸ்ட்டு, அதுக்கடுத்து ஹீலியம் வரும், அதுக்கடுத்து லித்தியம் வரும். லைக் திஸ் ஆர்டர் தே ஹவ் அரேஞ்ச்டு இட். ஓகேவா? ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஹைட்ரஜன், second helium, third you can see lithium, next 4 beryllium, next you can see 5th boron, 6th carbon, 7th nitrogen. Like from the atomic number they only form this periodic table. எப்படி 1 2 3 4 5 சொல்கிறோமோ, 1ங்கிறது ஃபஸ்ட் அட்டாமிக் நம்பர், 2ங்கிறது அடுத்த அட்டாமிக் நம்பர். லைக் தட் only the periodic table have been arranged. Okay. Now you can know the usage of this atomic number. For example, atomic number 1 is hydrogen. After the atomic number 2 we can be called as helium. So they are arranged in some order in the one row. In the next row the lithium have come. Now you can able to ask, sir, why in the first row only 2 elements are there? Why in the second row the 8 elements are there? Which thing you can go to study in the higher classes. Okay, there is some block like the S block, P block, the electronic configuration. It is a somewhat concept. Now you can understand the elements are arranged. இது ஒரு ரோ மாதிரி அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணியிருக்கோம், 1 2 3. அது எப்படி அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணியிருக்கோன்னா ஒன்லி பை திஸ் நம்பர். எப்படி இந்த நம்பரை நம்ம பார்க்கணும்னா அதே மாதிரி தான் அந்த பீரியாடிக் டேபிள் வந்து அரேஞ்ச் ஆகிருக்கு. 1 ஹைட்ரஜன், 2 ஹீலியம், 3 லித்தியம், 4 பெரிலியம். அப்படி தான் உன்னுடைய எலமெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து அந்த பீரியாடிக் டேபிளில் அரேஞ்ச் ஆகிருக்கு. I hope you will understand this concept clearly.